you're full-blown alcoholic, addicted, and you can't control your consumption. Does that make sense? So your switch may be all the way out here. Your friend's switch might be right here. So that first semester of college, they're under quite a bit of pressure, and they go out and get hammered one weekend just to blow off some steam. Next thing you know, that switch has gotten flipped, and they're a raging alcoholic. But you drank the exact same, twice as much as they did, and you're under just as much pressure that you don't become an alcoholic because your genetic predisposition is all the way out here. Does that make sense? You never know where your genetic predispositions are. You don't know what's going to flip the switch. For PTSD, it's the same way. Your genetic predisposition to PTSD may be greater or less than another person. This is one of the reasons you have to be very, very careful when you start accusing people like soldiers or law enforcement or people like that coming back from combat and saying, oh, you're just a weak person. Heard people say that kind of stuff before? You just need to suck it up and deal with it. Okay, some people may be genetically predisposed to that, and they've done the best they can. They were just overwhelmed by the events. It flipped that switch, and it's something that you can't flip off easily, if ever. Make sense? Now, it's not just for law enforcement or people who are in combat and that sort of thing. This can be violent crimes, car accidents. It can be losing a close family member, so it trips the depression. Lots of things that this can apply to. Does that make sense for everybody? Okay. So be empathetic toward people. You don't know what they've dealt with in their life. Don't make fun of them. Don't joke about it. And when people say they have an issue or say they have some sort of psychological disorder, take them at their word. Don't assume that just because you experience the same thing they experience that they're okay because you're okay. It doesn't work like that. Everybody understand? Okay. So genes and trauma. The diathesis stress model. This proposes that a disorder may develop when an underlying biological or genetic vulnerability, here's your vulnerability, here's my vulnerability, right? That could easily be flipped for another disorder, is coupled with a stressful event, some sort of trauma, some sort of loss. Anything like that can cause that sort of thing to happen. Now, there are certain drugs that are way more addictive. Like crack cocaine is notorious for being highly addictive. Cocaine, not so much. Acid, marijuana, it's very rare for people to get full-blown addicted to those. It happens, but it's less common than with crystal meth or heroin or something like that. So, genes are not your destiny though. Just because you have a genetic predisposition does not mean that you're automatically going to have that particular condition. It increases the likelihood that you will, but you may be all the way down here. Right? You may